Alright, what's going on guys? Thespian coming at you live with a new video, and today, it's a bit of a ranty one, I'll be honest, but this is a direct response to my previous vid, the DNF dual rant, where I talked about how one of Arc System's games are probably gonna get canned pretty soon, and I say that in like a harsh way, but basically dev support will end. And I was guessing Dragon Ball. So Gogeta has been out for a while, and you know, the community has reacted to him. A lot of people like him because, you know, he's really cool, like a cool looking character. But on the flip side, there's a lot of people that do not vibe with him at all, saying he's broken, unbalanced, and just add another unbalanced mechanic into Dragon Ball, which a lot of people aren't really a fan of their balancing currently. I want to talk about this video because a lot of people started speculating that, hey, Gogeta's probably it for Dragon Ball, we're not going to get anything else in terms of support or DLC. Obviously there hasn't been any confirmed yes or no from Arc System or any dev out there, but a lot of people just get this feeling just because of the gravity of how Gogeta manages to kind of break a lot of mechanics that Dragon Ball has in place, like the Touch of Death. You just need a level 7 super, getting all Dragon Balls, which is fairly difficult in an actual game, but I mean, hey, you land 7 DPs, you got it. A lot of people are just very sad, you know, thinking, hey, like, man, this is it, the game's just gonna stay like this forever. You know, that's like pretty bumming news in my opinion, but just cause a game gets their support cut off or had no support to begin with doesn't mean that it's unplayable. There's plenty of games in the FGC and even beyond it that had little to no dev support for a long period of time and was basically left in the shadows, but a couple of people started playing it and soon that formed a tight-knit community. Then the game blew up. And I just want to show you some examples of some fighting games that I feel have little to no dev support and somehow they made it into something great. So first one, if you've been keeping up with any type of fight game, you probably know this game is Under Night, Uniclear. This game has had such an amazing journey. So it started off like any typical anime fighter. People play it for like a month or two, then the lobbies die. But with this one, something different happened. So everything went according to the standard, but people kept playing it, and a lot of people ended up making a lot of tournaments around the game, even if they weren't officially supported by Arc System. You have tournaments like Climax of the Night that ended up popping off and became like the go-to premier tournament for Under Night, and this was, you know, with no support. Before Uniclear, I don't think many people expected a brand new update for Under Night, and I don't think people expected Under Night to get as many updates as it has, and it's still going strong. One of the best moments for Uni was getting an official spot at EVO, and again, this is a game I can kind of compare it to Melee, where it doesn't necessarily need EVO. Just because the community plays the hell out of this game, and they have their own scene, they have their own circuit in a sense, and yeah, with Evo spot or not, people are still gonna play it. It's definitely one of the feel-good stories of the FGC. It just goes to show you never know what game's gonna pop off, and again, this is just based on a pure love from the community, from the fans. Obviously, it's not a perfect game, kind of hard to get into. It has a great tutorial system though. And in terms of netcode, I mean, it's getting rollback, but right now it's pretty rough. Another game, it's the talk of the town essentially, is Melty Blood. So Melty Blood, unlike Uni, had almost zero support. This game just came out essentially, and it doesn't even have an official lineup in anything. The most you see this game being run is like side tournaments. Obviously, it ended up getting its own spot in many different tournaments and venues. This is a game that the official release of it isn't even the main platform people play on. It's the community version that people play on just because of the good netcode, just a better running game overall. And this game has been kept alive for years. Obviously, it's been memed to death, all the bathroom jokes, you can get them out of the way. I believe 100% that no one expected Melty Blood to get a brand new game. And yeah, you'd be right to say it. Like, it's Type Moon. We haven't seen a Tsukihime remake news in years, let alone Melty Blood. It's not gonna happen. 2021 called, and now we're here with a brand new game. Like, no one expected this. Like, when the Tsukihime remake was announced, that's when the gears started turning in my head. I'm like, okay, this is the best chance we're gonna get at showing a Type Moon, yo, we want new Melty Blood. I was gonna buy 3 copies of that game, I swear to God. Like, I'll be the one to say it. No one expects these games, Under Night or Melty Blood, to push big numbers. Like, it's just not gonna happen, especially compared to Dragon Ball. But the difference between these games is they already had a moment in time where it looked like there was no support altogether. And that's where I feel like the community stepped up and they're like, yo, we love playing this game and we're gonna keep playing it. It doesn't matter what happens in the future, we love this game. And you've already seen a couple of different tournament organizations. They're like, hey, Melty Blood Type Lumina comes out, we're still gonna run Actress again, bruh. Like, we got the best of both worlds. To me, that's very reminiscent of how just strong the feelings are for this game. And in Dragon Ball's case, this is a lot of people's first fighting game. This was a fighting game that got them into the genre. And I understand the feeling of, oh man, my favorite game ever, there's no support anymore. And obviously it's up to the individual how they feel about the current state of the game. It comes a point where it's either you keep playing this game because you love the game, even in its current state, instead of playing for like a high rank or a competitive mindset. You just play it because you want to get better at the game. You want to improve on the mechanics of the game just to make you a better overall player. Or you just look at it one last time and you're like, yeah, it's been fun, but I gotta move on. It's a very somber feeling, but if you really love a fighting game, you'll keep playing it. And you're not the only one. There's gonna be plenty of people that look at Dragon Ball or Street Fighter, any fighting game, and they're like, yeah, no, I love playing this game. I'm gonna keep on playing it. Good luck to all y'all moving on to the different one, but this is my game. No one should really dwell on the fact that if your game doesn't have any support, it's dead. I just gave y'all 2 examples, but there's plenty of dead games out there that had a resurgence. You can ask Max and Sajam how they're feeling about UMVC 3 and KI. If there's people playing it, it's not dead. And that's gonna be it for the video, y'all. Again, it's a bit ranty, but I just want to leave y'all with a thought of just enjoy the game for what it is and don't dwell on what it could have been. Because you're just chasing that one South Park scene with chasing the unicorn video game. Like, that's all you're gonna do. You'll never catch it, and you're just gonna be more bitter about the game you used to really love. That's gonna be it for the video, y'all. Appreciate y'all giving it a like, thumbs up, hit that bell, and go ahead and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/thespianlive, where we have these discussions all the time, and I tell you why your favorite fighting game is trash. And let me know in the comments, what's a fighting game or just a dead game in general that y'all still play to this day? I mean, for me, it's definitely Melty Blood. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see y'all in the next vid. Take care.